volatile matchup, as we mentioned in the previous series. We did see it. BDD confident he can get it done against one of Faker's best and one of the strongest mid lane champions right now in the meta. With the build that she has, her synergy with Vi, which is so rare to Ezreal and Corki, because while they both have mobility, once Vi channels that ultimate, you're going to land on them, you're going to lock them down no matter what. A relevant factor with his ultimate, actually, in this fight, potentially T1 are sticking it.
Yeah, I mean, this is 5v4 if KT want to take the fight. So I don't think we want to take the fight by any means.
Really cool play, though, from T1.
Clear up the Fnatic sign, did Smash. A little shout out to his old brother Reckless.
Yeah, he's done that a few times. I'd love to see some Reckless enjoyers.
Oh!
Close.
That was pretty close. Nice charm there from Faker. They're not going to go in on it. I think T1 have a pretty clear...
Just not going to risk it, but as a result, there's going to be a lot of lost farm here, and lost experience as well.
Well, he's just flashed on in, and flash. There it is from Carry. Amazing engage, and they just did not respect that. T1 were still looking, but no respect shown from Peter. Not able to flash and react on time.
800 gold up. And here you're away from the farm, right? But you're too far away from the turret, trying to sweep these wards out. Out there, there's no turret to protect you. Didn't stay under the turret to farm, and now Owner over here with ult.
There's no charm, but they might just have enough damage. Yes, they absolutely do. Owner didn't have to use his ult top, so he just...
No, he won't.
No, I don't think so. Oh, Smash is just ganking bot. Casting is 100% dead. Like 1,000% dead, maybe. Really, the question is who's going to get the kill, and it will be Smash eventually here as he gets it in the top lane. But the gigantic gold lead, at least for this point in the game, 2,000 gold already, does go over to T1.
Dot is pinhead-sized at the moment, as, you know, in this lane matchup here where casting returns, it's hard to actually get kill pressure on a Galio. And as you can see, Doran is just like, okay, if you want to fight me, like, we'll go.
You're just never going to kill him. Like, and guess who's here?
Yeah, and he just TP'd back in. And now he's pushed out and maybe dead.
Casting has flash. There's no ult here for Owner. But maybe he just runs under turret. But the burst is coming through, and that was incredibly close. Casting, credit to him. He doesn't flash. He keeps his cool. But it's still not a good situation.
And he can't clear the quite rare to see the Malignants.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think every single Ahri has gone for the Rod of Ages build up until this point. So Faker, he is doing something special. I'm just not sure it's the right thing, as the ult is going to go in on a Padak, and there's the follow-up. It's as easy as that. You press your R, and even Ezreal can't do anything, as Peter also is going to die. Smash now.
Oh, you're glazing good. Caught me glazing.
Can't help it.
You didn't get none.
Smash goes in first. Owner is here. And that's what I was talking about with, you know, the Corki and the Ezreal, is that Vi doesn't care about your mobility. She just follows you. Faker may...
He's got flash and one more Spirit Rush, and he also has charm. He's going to try to hold on to the flash. It's going to bite him in the butt as Peter does follow flash, and he just dies. Meanwhile, T1 up in the top lane are just bullying casting once again. They're doing a great job of making the rookie's life really difficult, as this guy is not getting out alive once again. It'll be 0-2. Meanwhile, they're taking the mid turret to chase the Gragas, but they're not scared to try to force this Rift Herald.
Faker having TP.
Yeah, I think this is a mistake. The Ezreal is just so incredibly dead. There's just no play in the game for Padak. He showed up to the LCK. He's like, I'm ready to play, and T1 said no. Because Peter's going to die too. BDD is teleporting away from the fight.
There,
so,
by force.
Yeah, they did not have any business playing around that Rift Herald, I'll tell you that. Keria down a flash, down a body slam. Faker here to help out as well. I think Keria probably would have gotten out anyway, but, you know, he's a supportive older brother. To be the
that's the new trend.
The new trend of the LCK. But one of them probably will. And T1's in that class. KT right now are not. So it is quite one-sided as in goes Owner. He's got the Galio follow-up. It's not the cleanest together engage, but the taunt is going to land here on the Rumble. Casting just dies again, and the follow-up is there. They're not going to overcommit into the jungle, but they're certainly going to make their presence made after getting that kill. Nice little cast in the wall, going to force Peter into a rough spot. And now with the charm follow-up, nicely done by Faker. That means that is another kill.
Right now at 20 minutes, Faker has to flash.
Well, it's actually KT who are getting the better of this trade. Nicely done. A smash goes in, still going to get the kill on a Cuz. Cleanly done.
Steal.
Now,
This is how Podok died earlier. I mean,
you analyze this one, Wolf.
well,
Yeah, when you said Kespacom, I'm like, I don't think he played in Kespacom.
No, he did not. But that kind of play, we've seen him do so many times. He just is so good at finding these angles and just taking people's heads off. I mean, he's massively fed in this game, so it's not as impressive as some of the stuff we've seen from him, but I just got to shout it out because he finds his EDD is dying a slow and painful death.
I mean, he might get Faker here. Nicely done. Gonna take him down. Faker wanted the kill. He gets punished for it. He's not too happy about that.
But it's the Faker death into Otacon, you know?
I mean, technically KT are 4v3 here, but they're not on the objective. And certainly now T1 will take the fight 3v4 as they have the Otacon buff. The incredible amount of damage that Owner is doing in the backline. That's before Smash even shows up. Podok doing his best, but his best is certainly not enough. Not at this point in the game. Triple kill for Smash, who is now 9-0. And there's still more game to play.
There certainly is. Smash, he is a very good Kai'Sa player, and he is showing everyone why.
Oh boy.
I think it's going to be hard-pressed to get 15 at this point, though. The base is about to fall apart. Let's see if he can do it. I mean,
that's really the only thing I'm curious about.
What if he gets a penta and ties Zeka and then the game ends? That'd be cool.
That could happen.
It's unlikely, but I mean, I won't count him out.
It would require KT to fight them. I think that's the last thing they want to do, but they're going to be forced to as this kill does go to Smash. Okay, there you go. There's the one. We'll see how many more he can get as Peter goes into his ult. Keria is tanky enough, just barely, with the Galio. Nice charm here from Faker.
Can we get two?
Comes in from Flash, or from Smash rather. Oh no, Owner stole one away. But it's all right. The Penta is denied, and Smash will get up to 13. And Peter says, well, do I go in or do I just go to the base? He's going to try his best because he's Peter. It's another kill over to Smash. 14 in his first game back. That's 23-3. T1 will absolutely just destroy KT. It was not close.
Next to the Pantheon, like the Pantheon is so basic, it's so obvious, it's so easy. It sets everything up for you.
Yeah.
But this comp from T1, regardless of what he picks, it's going to play Rakan into Leona.
Sure.
Into Leona Ashe. I feel like the comp for KT Rolster is a strong meta comp, you know? And they even got the Leona into the Rakan. It's BDD's to Leah. It's a try to put off as you kind of chain your way through. He feels like a comp that has a great identity as Peter goes in level 1.
Yeah. Gonna get the heal out of Keria already. Yeah, the thing about the Rakan is that he has this ability, Gleaming Quill, where if you just hit it, you're just full health, it feels like, right? Great peel potential if Peter is the one that starts off the fight, which we do see there. As now, making it rain on top of this bottom lane. Keria does take a bunch of damage, but Smash very healthy. And already, it feels like Smash and Keria are getting ahead on this 2v2.
I mean, okay, hold up.
Oh, the flash on in, but Peter in a bit of trouble. He will go down. Pretty straightforward. There goes Podok as well. Those throw in the barrier, but it's not quite enough. And that is a couple of kills going the way of T1.
First exchange was why, as you were like literally explaining, why it's so hard to actually do anything after that, because you're just at a health deficit because you don't have the same sustain. You don't have a heal in your lane. Keria used his to help keep them healthy.
Yeah.
As over here, maybe a solo kill? No.
Doran's going in. He's got Keria nearby. And Keria here on the swap. Thinking about going in. There he goes, but Smash a little bit behind.
He'll pressure. Keria steps back, and he has barrier. But that's not enough to win you this fight. That's just a small shield.
Here's mistake number 2.
By the way, Faker in live in trouble.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Mistake number 2.
I mean, he has just no health, and Podok can't get it done with barrier alone. That was the thought process, but it just was incorrect.
There's not a lot said between the two.
Yes.
It's like Happy Gaming the way it was meant to be played.
Yes.
You know, outside, you're not actually inting while Happy Gaming. You're just winning while Happy Gaming. You're laughing a bunch. You're having a great time. You know, you're the much favored duo and team.
I mean, it's
and
just
you're happy.
It's also as much as, you know, I feel like obviously KT Rolster has it. All of these plates, like this is quite a bizarre move here. It's very expensive. Let's see if they can turn it into something more, because I think plates alone isn't going to be worth.
I mean, they really want to take down Doran before anything happens. Doran is going to have to flash if he wants to get away. He's still not going to get away, though. That's already a kill going the way of KT. And now T1 trying to force this fight. Maybe a little bit of happy gaming does come in after I mention it. KT, nice setup here. All 5 members in the top lane, champion-wise. But you're still happy to give a lot of farm over to Smash. He's casting now in a bit of trouble here. He's going to get charmed and knocked up. Smash does not have his ult. He used it on the wave. Will they regret that decision? No is the answer. Very nicely juggled there. Everybody takes a bunch.
Down he goes. As over here, this top turret's a race for first brick. I think KT got it, and they will.
With his mana crystal. Carrion might be in a bit of trouble here. He is Rakan, though, with
casting and gonna assert your dominance in mid lane.
Okay, well,
here we go. This is an angle.
Yeah, they're trying to force here on an owner who is just going to try to flash away, but it's very difficult to get away from this comp. The follow-up is huge, and
he's gonna wrestle some of that prio away.
And they're gonna ult in on a Paddock as Smash just has to use his cleanse. Might have to flash out of this one with BDD making his way over. And there it is, allows Carrier to follow up. As yeah, they were really trying to play around Smash's priority.
Like this Herald fight without vision. There's a control ward in the pit. They have scuttle control. If you just walk in
right now,
both top laners have teleport.
Peter's gonna go in. Owner just gonna flash away.
Yeah, scared of that follow-up from BDD.
Yeah. Little arrow into Faker, but he doesn't seem to care. He's got that big stun field right in the choke. KT do have control of the mid lane, and they have the Rift Herald, so T1 have to move over and stop this push.
That might be enough to secure them Dragon. They want to heavily commit to something after this Herald crash instead. T1 playing so respectfully, backing up though. Faker may get caught.
He's just stuck here in the bush. He's going to have to flash, and not even the disengage cone is going to help him as BDD.
But I'm going to say sane predict.
It was planned. And now, TP coming in. T1 want to fight this. They want to fight on their terms. They're going to press their buttons in the aggressive direction, this time for the first time in this game. And now they do shut down BDD. We did have flash. That ult was not great from Smash. Is now going to get into that backline. The follow-up is there. Smash in a lot of trouble. And they are able to get the shutdown onto the AD carry of T1. That's a double kill as well. And KT beginning to gain some momentum in this game.
Doran here playing with fire. Don't know if he really wants to go in there as Carrier is trying to... I don't know what that was. I don't know what he was doing over there, but I don't know if it would have gone well for him, could say here. Like
that's one way to put it.
Yeah. It could be them, but Carrier will have to dash away.
We saw Smash cleanse. Not sure exactly why, but the disengage cone is going to help them out.
Doran has an off angle here. There is a teleport flank ward potentially for him to take as well if you wanted to do a deep flank. It's actually, in fact, going to be Faker who goes that route, though. Don't know about that.
Well, they're going to turn off the lights. They get into that back line, and one stun on the Smash is enough. He's totally zoned by Renekton, and he has to flash away. But look at the damage right now from the Nocturne. At least they get the Ash. As now Smash tries to get in, but he just dies. As he was isolated the entire fight, they don't have an AD carry. Cuz is going to get blown up by Faker, and they still have this Mbessa as well. T1 trying to fight this one out. It's a very close one. Faker still full health against 3 low health bars, but he doesn't have a front line anymore. Trying to pull a Chovy here. We'll see if he can do it.
The same thing.
But
we saw Chovy do it with no health, but
yeah,
Faker's
just run away.
Yeah, he's not going to have the same opportunity this time around. What he wants to do is be that AP carry.
Well, trying to punish Peter here. That's a lot into the Leona, but nobody is there just yet. You see the follow-up is coming through, though. BDD makes his way over. Cuz there as well. The charm comes in from Carrier, but no follow-up is there on a BDD. Finally, Faker will put an end to Cuz, who unfortunately got caught in the crossfire. And now T1, nice little pick. And oh, very nice max range from Doran. Gonna catch out the Talia and get the job done as T1 beginning to show what their pick comp can do as the stun comes in from Faker. Excellent position.
Or they're gonna get a Baron off of this as well, easily.
Otacon? Nah.
That's a bridge too. Still can win this game. Smash is the target.
He's got cleanse, but he doesn't have a splash. They're really trying desperately to take him down, and now he gets the huge ultimate onto so many that were desperately trying to dive into him, and there is the value from the MF, and the follow-up is swift from T1. KT overextend, and it's just going to be a clean, straight-up ace.
Close second game at KT, played well, just comes to a crashing end.
Yeah, the crash down from the row we did not see. And yeah, the Nexus will fall here. T1 will just have their fun. Dorian gets killed right at the end, but it doesn't